It was fun to kind of get to storm out of within the parameters of the set, like that scene where we're at the dinner table and get up and like storm out of the room and be like, "You're so annoying, I hate you."
Well, I didn't realise that a side effect of lymphoma was having stupidly blue eyes and a big nose.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah.
Stupid, are they?
Yeah, it was stupid.
So, loved the film. Thought it was absolutely brilliant. I was on such a roller coaster of crying, laughing while I was crying. So I think you've achieved what you set out to do. Some of the most joyful parts, though, are when you get to see the kids just being allowed to be kids. Bella, you've had to grow up quite fast in this industry. What did you enjoy most about being a teenager again?
It was almost like being a teenager for the first time, to be honest. I really enjoyed it. It was fun to kind of get to storm out of within the parameters of the set, like that scene where we're at the dinner table and get up and like storm out of the room and be like, "You're so annoying, I hate you." Like, I never did that, and it's kind of nice to get to do that in a way that I'm not actually telling anyone, like my mum, that I hate her, you know? It's kind of like, it's nice to get to do that in a way that it doesn't actually affect anyone and get to be a teenager where it just feels like it's for you and it doesn't have any impact, really. It's just, getting to sort of experience those feelings and the, like, immediacy of those feelings and then express them immediately. Like, it was, I really enjoyed it. It felt very, like, free in a way and very, like, I had a really, really good time. It felt kind of liberating.
We have to talk about James Blunt's starring role. I cannot let you go away without talking about that. So he did it for free? Am I right in saying that?
Free, James, yeah.
How did this come about?
So the script always had a role of music superstar at the end of the talent show who's going to come in and judge it. And there's a running joke through the film, which is like Craig David couldn't do it and does everything. And we didn't know who that was going to be. And when I started my company when I was 16, I was at a pub in Tooting where I grew up. And this guy, I was raising money for my first play, I raised $4,000. And this guy came up to me and was like, "Look, take my business card and one day you might need it." And I was like, "Wow, yeah, great." He was like, "I'm called Todd Interland." And turns out he was James Blunt's manager. And so then sort of basically 10 years later, I ended up calling him being like, "Hey, so can I pull this favour now?" And he was like, yeah, and what's the fee? And I was like, "We just have an EasyJet flight." And James said yes, and James is so amazing in the film because, like, yes, I had then changed the script and wanted "You're Beautiful" in there, and but all the little improvs that he does is all him. I can't take any credit for any of his jokes about, like, next year the cruise ships, his flirting with the therapist in it, like,
he's
all of
very
that
funny.
was him, and he's just so funny and such a kind soul, and he's so talented. And that album, Back to Bedlam, it's one of the best singer-songwriter albums, and I think I just am so proud that I launched his film and acting career, and now Bond, I say, is next.
Yeah, he's pretty fab. And he genuinely loved it as well.
Bella, you previously said that George gave you a blueprint to be able to direct in the future. What would your dream film be?
I don't know if I could direct something that I hadn't written, because I think that would be a bit scary. So directing something that I'd written, I sort of have things I've been working on, but I'd like to, direct something that I know something about, I suppose, and that feels like exciting. And I like the idea of directing something that I'd really want to be in, and getting like a really interesting performance out of like a young person, because I sort of know what it was like to be like a kid in front of a camera for the first time and how exciting it was. And I relish the idea of opening up the opportunity for like a young person, like a 12-year-old or something who's really passionate about it, to like get to do like really cool and interesting like emotional things that I think I really like the idea of working with like little actors.